Good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Claritha from Jade Path Acupuncture. Just pinning a comment here. So it is time for another episode of Everyday Enlightenment. Good morning and welcome. If this is your first time here, hi Sabrina, good morning. I'm talking about Reiki today. So I'm Claritha from Jade Path. It's Tuesday at 11:11, and so let's talk about some Reiki today, because this was the follow-up to the poll that you guys had asked me to talk about acupuncture last week, and so we're going to talk about Reiki this week. So good morning, Vicki. Nice to see you. Welcome. So for those of you, hi Kelly, just everybody's jumping on. Good morning. So for those of you who don't know what Reiki is or have never had a Reiki session before, I'm just going to talk through some basics of that. So Reiki is an extremely, extremely gentle healing modality that can be hands-on or hands-off that originated in Japan. And Reiki is spelled R-E-I-K-I. So the R-E-I part of that word basically translates to like universal energy or spiritual energy, and the Ki or Ki, or as we say in Chinese medicine, Qi, is equivalent to that fundamental life force energy that flows through all living things. So Reiki, when you're practicing Reiki or if you're receiving Reiki, this is something that we are tapping into for the client in front of us, okay? So during a Reiki session, typically the person receiving the Reiki is really comfortable. They're lying on a massage table or they're sitting in a chair and they're fully clothed, and sometimes they take a nap, let's be honest. And so they get really comfortable, and the practitioner's hands will be placed on or around the body at specific areas to help clear out energetic garbage, energetic blockages that are currently in place. So moving those out, working with those to help reestablish balance and harmony in the body. Sorry, there's like things happening over here. So what's happening is in a Reiki session is that there is intentional channeling of healing life force energy that influences the bioenergetic fields of the body. So, and as electric beings, if you've taken any sort of science or biology class, you know that we are full of energy and electricity in our body. So with Reiki energy, we're tapping into those bioenergetic fields of the brain, of the heart, mainly, of the endocrine system, which are our glands, our vital organs, and any areas of like discomfort or pain. So in that regard, Reiki is really helpful for like physical discomfort, but Reiki can be really helpful for like emotional imbalances and feelings and moods and things like that as well. So it feels really good and it's super relaxing. And if you are unfamiliar with this, this type of topic, we do have like what I call energetic anatomy around our body. And oftentimes that includes working with the energy centers of the body. So we have 7 main energy centers in the body. They are also commonly known as, some people call them energy centers, more from like the scientific background. If you're more in like the energy background, you probably know them as the chakras or the chakra system. So that is one aspect of the body that we are working with and we are tapping into with Reiki. And each of these energy centers that we have along the midline of our body corresponds to a variety of aspects of the physical body, the emotional body, and the mental body, and including the energy field outside of our physical body. You can't see it, but I'm like bringing my hands out like this. So Reiki is a very beautiful and a very powerful form of healing that can be done in person. So you can be in a room with a person, or it can be done via distance. Some practitioners have had trainings where they can work on people that are not in the same room with them. Okay, so for some people that might sound really crazy, but trust me, it is very possible, especially in a quantum universe that we live in. So in a nutshell, that's sort of like the basic, quickest explanation of what Reiki is in general for most people. Okay, so let me know if you have questions about that. I was going to talk a little bit about the way I practice Reiki, which I add in a few extra things. One of the main things when I practice Reiki personally for myself or for my clients is that I add in an energetic layer of crystal healing. So I am a certified crystal healer, which I think some of you may be also very soon. And so I do incorporate crystals like on the body and around the body. And again, if you've taken like my crystal class or read anything about my crystal, any of my crystal posts on like Instagram or at Facebook, you know that they add in they influence the field of the body, the energetic field, in a certain ways as well. So I add that into my Reiki sessions. And if you've been following me for the last year, the last 2 years, you've probably seen that I've started also to open up into some of my extra sensory abilities. So typically when I work with a Reiki client, I'm also getting information in other ways. So I do get images, which is clairvoyance. I do get just kind of like what I call an inner knowing, which is called claircognizance. And I do feel things, which is clairsentience. So these are other types of information that I get for the client while I am working on them. And I do share this with them if they are interested after the session. And if I'm doing a distance Reiki session, it works the same way. I get the same amount of information. The only difference is that I type it up for them and I send it in an email to them after I'm done. So I hope that was helpful for you guys for who are unfamiliar with Reiki, or if you are familiar with Reiki, and then understand a little bit different how different practitioners can practice, because everybody kind of adds their own little like flavor to the healing mix. But if you have any questions about Reiki, please let me know. If you're in Chicago and have never had a Reiki session before, let me know. And if you'd like to schedule an appointment, I also do distance Reiki sessions, like I mentioned, for people who are not in Chicago. And if you are here and you are interested, I also teach Reiki level 1, 2, and 3. So if that is something that you might be interested in, shoot me a direct message or an email. I'm not sure if I'll be teaching any more classes for 2019, but you never know. So, things happen sometimes. So I hope you guys have a beautiful week, and I look forward to your feedback and your questions about Reiki, and I will see you next Tuesday.